Greetings, everyone. Well, got a few more Blu-rays for the updates today. This time around, we're going to talk about some classics. Yeah, see, I'm not all just about sci-fi, horror, and cartoons and stuff. No, I do like the classics too. Well, two of these are definitely considered classics, and one of them I would say is perhaps more of a cult classic, but I think is definitely destined for classic status. Yeah. So let's take a look at what we got for the Classics collection today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Well, in my PS3 game update a little while ago, I mentioned that I had got the Katamari Forever game from Annetta. Well, I also bought another thing that she was planning to get rid of, and very graciously gave me first dibs on. This is one that won't necessarily be new, but I should mention it because it's now in my collection. Very excited to have this because it's actually, this particular edition is long out of print, and funny enough, they're actually doing another Ultimate Collector's Edition of it imminently, which I guess is meant to replace this one. But anyway, Casablanca, the Deluxe Collector's Edition. If you want a closer look at this one, I actually did do a full overview of this back when Annetta first bought it. But yeah, so Annetta was going to sell it and basically wasn't going to get much for it at the pawn shops and such, so she thought that I might want it and give her a better price. So I did. I think I bought it off of her for like 30 bucks or something like that. But definitely glad to have this one in the collection. This is, you know, one of my all-time favorite classic movies. It's just so good. Wonderful story, wonderful acting, and just an unforgettable experience. I mean, anybody who's interested in classic films needs to see Casablanca. It's kind of interesting too because at the time when it was made, the studios were cranking out movies just one after the other. I mean, they literally had a movie coming out every week most of the time, and Casablanca was just one of the movies of the week that they were doing. So there was no thought of it being any different from any of the others, but there was just something about it that really resonated with people and has endured all these years. And yeah, well, it's easy to see why. I mean, it's just a wonderful film all around, and everybody should check it out. So next up, I guess we'll kind of go in chronological order, so we'll start with the oldest movie and then work our way forward. Next up, I couldn't believe I actually found this for $10. What a find. The 30th anniversary edition of Raging Bull, classic Martin Scorsese film starring Robert De Niro. Yeah, I think I mentioned when I got Taxi Driver a little while ago that this was the next one on the list that I wanted to get, and no sooner did I say that, and I think about a week later I found this on sale at Future Shop for 10 bucks. So I couldn't pass that up. So I'll give you a quick overview of the extras here. We have, sorry, I'm just going to take my glasses off. So this is a 2-disc set, the 30th anniversary edition, as I mentioned. We have 3 commentaries. 3 commentaries. Got one with director Martin Scorsese and editor Thelma Schoonmaker, cast and crew, and storytellers. I'm not sure who's in the other ones, but the cast and crew and storytellers ones. Anyway, 4 new featurettes. Marty and Bobby, Raging Bull, Reflections on a Classic, Remembering Jake, and Marty on Film. Kathy Moriarty on The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, from March 27th, 1981. Raging Bull Fight Night, a 4-part feature-length documentary. The Bronx Bull, behind-the-scenes featurette. De Niro vs. LaMotta, a shot-by-shot comparison in the ring. And LaMotta defends title, vintage newsreel footage. I guess this is actually based on a true story. Interesting. I did not know that. Or maybe it's loosely based on, I don't know. I haven't actually watched it yet, I'm ashamed to say, but I will definitely do so. And then it also comes with the DVD, which is basically just, you know, exactly the same in standard def. I don't think it has any of the extras on the DVD, but you know, it does have that if you want that sort of portability, I guess. Yeah, so very nice set. Let's check it out here. So we got the slipcover, which, as you can see, is kind of you know, it's embossed. Like the words, the titles are embossed. I guess just the yeah, just the main title is embossed, which is quite nice. You can sort of see that there a little bit, and it's actually embossed on the spine as well. I don't know how well I can show you that there. Maybe, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but anyway, it's actually embossed on both spines, which is something you don't see very often on slipcovers. Usually it's just the front, but not the sides. But anyway, that's pretty cool. And then the actual case inside looks like that. And then inside, there's no insert inside, but you can see that the DVD edition and the Blu-ray edition have different disc art, which is quite nice. So there you go, Raging Bull. Can't go wrong with some classic Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro. Just get that back in there. Yeah, one thing about slipcovers, they're a little tricky to slip back on sometimes. Okay, and then next up, finally, last but most certainly not least, we have a film that a lot of friends of mine have been huge fans of for a very long time, and they just could not believe that I had not seen it. Well, I'm happy to report that I've finally seen it. So when I heard that this was coming out in a special edition, limited edition digibook, I thought, well, okay, I'll get that. I figure I've waited long enough. It's about time I finally saw The Big Lebowski. Yeah. So this is the cult classic one I was talking about, which I think will be very fondly remembered for many, many years to come. So if we take a look here, we have the disc, very nice, and lots of cool stuff in the booklet. Whoops, we got things falling out. Oh, the digital copy info and some Lebowski merchandise that you can get. Very cool. And if we take a quick peek at the book in the digibook here, see there's all kinds of photos and just behind the scenes info. Very nice. So I believe this has already been re-released in just a standard keep case, so if you want to get the digibook, get on that right away, because it is very much a limited edition, and I don't think it's going to be available for very much longer. So yeah, I was kind of hoping they might put out the bowling ball set that they put out on DVD, but they didn't. Yeah, so I had never seen this before. I really didn't know anything about it. I kind of went in cold, and my friends would often quote it and whatnot, and I had no idea what the context was or anything like that. So, what is it? Test your deuterology. So, all kinds of stuff. I thought this was absolutely hilarious, and honestly, I can't believe that I waited so long to watch it. I really, really enjoyed this movie and had an absolute blast with it. I know, again, some people were complaining about the transfer quality on here. Funny thing is, I have not actually watched it in high definition yet. No, I actually watched this. I bought it shortly before my mom came to visit in the summer, and she had never seen it either. So I can't really drag my computer monitor into the living room, and besides, it's too small really to be watching stuff in the living room. It's fine when I'm just sitting like 2 feet away at the computer desk, but yeah, so basically we just watched this on my normal standard def TV, and in standard def it looked great. So yeah, but I mean, it's one I'm definitely going to be watching again and again, so I will watch it in high def at some point. But yeah, The Big Lebowski, awesome movie, absolutely hilarious, really a heck of a treat. So this one I basically bought right when it came out. I think it was about 25 bucks. So yeah, it was just one of those ones I didn't want to wait on because I figured I'd waited so long to see it. Plus the fact that the Digibook is a limited edition, and I really wanted to make sure that I got that version of it. So sometimes you just can't wait for them to go on sale, because if you wait, you might not be able to get the edition you want. You know, it's just the way it goes, and that's one of the things with the Digibooks here, is sometimes they go on sale, sometimes they just disappear, never to be seen again. So I didn't want to take that chance with this one. Alrighty, so that's basically it. I say again, if you want to get a closer look at the Casablanca set, there is a video that I did quite a while back where I actually go into the contents and everything and give you a more in-depth look at it. Maybe I'll put a link to that in the description for you, just to make it easy to find. So check out the description below there, and you should find the link to that old video. Alrighty, well, that's it from me to you for now. 3 new additions to the Classics on Blu-ray collection. You know, don't let anybody tell you that older movies don't look any better on Blu-ray, because they really do. They really do. I mean, these are all shot on film. So anything shot on film will look better on Blu-ray, provided that they haven't screwed up the transfer. Because film is substantially higher resolution than Blu-ray. So I mean, you're going from such a high quality source to such a high quality delivery medium, you know, you're going to get high quality. It's going to be noticeably better. And you know, if you've seen some of my comparison videos in the past, comparing the screens between DVD and Blu-ray for older movies, you'll know what I'm talking about. And plus, I'm sure a lot of you have since looked at older movies, you know, some of your old favorites or whatever on Blu-ray, and seen for yourself what the difference is. And sometimes it can be really spectacular. I mean, it's just like breathes whole new life into these old movies, and it's just fantastic. Alrighty, well, that is it from me to you for now. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara. Welcome back. Well, in one of my welcome back.